Several imaginative inventions were on display at the inaugural science fair of the Northern Caribbean Conference of Seventh-day Adventist Secondary Schools held March 8th at the BVI Seventh-day Adventist School in Sickhouse Bay. JTV News spoke to the students about their inventions and discovered that the various projects, many of them, offer practical solutions to problems many people experience here in the Virgin Islands and other countries around the world.
My name is Camila Duran and I'm representing St. Thomas St. John Seventh Adventist School. My project is called Saltwater Energy. Another name for it is aluminum air battery. The basic thing about this project is that it can power energy by using specific materials. Would you like me to demonstrate?
Sure, that would be great.
Okay.
Show us how it works.
So the process, like regular batteries, we connect negative to positive or positive to negative. So we have aluminum foil, salt water, and some carbon from a fish tank. And all these are really good conductors of electricity. The highest we got in the 25 volts scale, it was 5, which is enough actually to power an iPod. So this can really help the economy because it helps us produces less gas pollution, and we learn to use our resources wisely. It's really useful for like emergencies. If we're trapped in a storm, we can just pack these alone without the salt water. Because the salt helps decomposes it if it stays there for a while. So for emergencies, we just pack them up and you're in a trap in a basement, put the salt water, connect your phone, and there you go.
How did you come up with this idea?
Well, I'm a person that likes to help the community, and I was just thinking of one way we could use our natural resources and the resources around us in a wise manner. So with the help of my friends and my family around, we came up with this project together.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
My name is Shania Sabroch, and this is the BVI Seventh-day Adventist School.
We are here today to demonstrate turning grey water to green water. In this process, we are turning grey water used from household waste to turn it into clean water.
My name is Chanel Pompey. Now, some of the materials used for this is grey water. We also have a layer of rocks, a layer of gravel, a layer of charcoal, and a layer of sand that is collected in a plastic mesh. Now, what you can see here is that the water is exiting from this pipe and going through, and this is like a filter. It will like filtration, and it will be collected at the bottom here, and finally it will be exiting through this pipe.
My name is Zoya Etienne. This water is not drinkable, however it can be used for irrigation and gardening. But if you wanted it to be drinkable, you could take it a step further and you could do chlorination.
This was done by fifth form science class, but we are here to represent. As you know, in the Caribbean, there's a wet and there's a dry season. And in the BVI, the only source of fresh water can be rainwater. Grey represents our wastewater we get from household uses, such as washing dishes, bathing, except toilet water, which is known as black water. Green represents our purified water and is a color that symbolizes the environment and how it is eco-friendly. Grey water can be used, as Zoya said, for irrigation, gardening, and flushing toilets. It is safe to use as it does not bring about any diseases.
My name is Faith Charles and I'm from St. Lucia. This is Jolanda Williams from Trinidad and Tanisha St. Louis, also from Trinidad.
Caribbean Secondary.
Union College Secondary School in Trinidad.
This is a naturally filtered aquarium, and unfortunately on our way to British Virgin Islands our tank broke, so we had to improvise. Okay,
We took a mayonnaise container, right? We cut the bottom of the mayonnaise container so that we could have filtered with the natural filters, right? So the first level it had filter paper, then sponges, then sand, then gravel and little pebbles, right? And the cover of the mayonnaise container, we bore holes so that the water would have been able to come through. Spring water is considered to be one of the world's cleanest water, even after going through the earth's underground dirt and sand. The quality of water becomes clean. The quality of water discharged by springs can vary greatly because of the factors such as the type of rocks. That's why we use those rocks.
This project, if you want, it is used for short-term period of time, right? Because after a while, the urine buildup in the water cannot easily be separated using this method of filtration. However, certain water plants can be put in the aquarium that will be absorb the urine that could be used to control the amount of urine if you want to have it for a long period of time.
Hi, my name is Antoine Phillip. I am 17 years old. I go to St. Croix Seventh-day Adventist School, and this is my project. It uses air pressure to lift objects from anywhere from 1 pound to 120. This right here is about 30 pounds. You can.
Yeah, that's about 30 pounds. Yeah.
So the normal weight that you would have to take to move this from point A to point B would be a lot for someone who is elderly, someone who is old, or even someone who is handicapped. So the point of this project is to make it easier for them to move the objects around. Under here is a plastic sheeting. It fills with air from the leaf blower. It has 5 holes that make a film between the ground and it, and that's how it moves. I'll show you now.
Thanks. Would this only work on smooth surfaces?
It works on smooth surfaces, moderately rough. It can also go on snow, sand, water, stuff like that.
Results from the North Caribbean Conference Secondary Schools Science Fair show. Roosevelt Joseph Jr. of the St. Croix Seventh-day Adventist School took the first place in the individual category with his liquid and temperature detecting autonomous robot, and took home an iPad Mini 4 and a trophy. In second place was St. Croix Secondary School's Antoine Phillip. He won with his project, a multi-purpose residential utility hovercraft, and took home a Samsung Galaxy and trophy. And the third place in the individual category was Shamay Smith from the St. Thomas St. John Seventh-day Adventist Secondary with his underwater volcano project. He also received a Samsung Galaxy and trophy. In the group category, the St. Thomas St. John Seventh-day Adventist School took first position. Jair Smith, Camilla Duran, and Shamay Smith won with their saltwater project H2O gas and received a trophy for their efforts. In the second position was the BVI Seventh-day Adventist Secondary School, their hydroponics project with students Solanchi Berora and D'Angelo Rose. And in third place, Caribbean Union College Secondary School students Faith Charles, Tanisha St. Louis, and Jolanda Williams with their project, a naturally filtered aquarium. In the STEM categories for the sciences, Shamay Smith with his underwater volcano won first place for the St. Thomas St. John Seventh-day Adventist School. In the technology category, St. Thomas St. John Seventh-day Adventist student Jair Smith won first place with his saltwater energy H2O gas project. And in the engineering segment, St. Croix Seventh-day Adventist Secondary School student Roosevelt Joseph Jr. won with his project, a liquid and temperature detecting autonomous robot. Emmanuel Modest of the BVI Seventh-day Adventist School received an honorable mention with his project, a thermoelectric generator. The Northern Caribbean Conference of Seventh-day Adventist Secondary School Science Fair was held under the theme, Imagine, Invent, Inspire.